Today we're welcoming back a sustainable travel and human connection expert who has traveled to 119 countries. She's the creator of the award-winning TV series Oh, the People You Meet with Michaela Guzzi and Sleeping Around Safely.
Michaela Guzzi is here to share her travel hacks for jet set nomads.
Ooh,
welcome back.
Thank you. It's so great to be back. I have been on the road for 2 months across 4 continents, and I'm here in Las Vegas at Virtuoso Travel Week, staying over at the Bellagio, and there are literally travel advisors from 54 countries and over 2,300 hotels, cruise lines, destinations, all coming together to talk about what's hot and trending in travel. So
I'd love the jealousy she threw.
I know,
I've been traveling for
like
2 months.
2 months. I'm like, take me with you.
Yeah.
Can you pack me in one of your suitcases, please?
oh, well, actually, that we'll get to that later. You might not want to be in the suitcase. You won't know where you're going without the air tags.
Well, you know, I want to make sure that people know who are watching the Oh, the People You Meet. What is that all about? And how do you choose the destinations for that?
I started Oh, the People You Meet 12 years ago. We focus on people, places, purposes. Our main show, Oh, the People You Meet, season 3 just went live in flight on Qatar Airways globally and on Modern Luxury Media. Actually, they just launched Singapore yesterday, so I'm so excited to share more on that as well. And then Sleeping Around Safely is a show we started during the pandemic to show people it's safe to travel again. Thought it would go away after the pandemic, but nope, here we are. It's viral, pun intended, and also 21 episodes live on MLux as well. So check all of those things out. And when you ask about how do I choose destinations, I kind of let them come to me. I mean, I meet a lot of people at conferences and we start having conversations. But most recently I was in Madagascar, which was my 119th password stamp. And I was speaking at a travel conference. This is the 4th largest island in the world. Don't have a ton of infrastructure just yet. It's coming. But English is also not widely spoken. So finding a local guide like Assistant Travel who helped me navigate, because like their main language is Madagascar. So my Google Translate came in quite handy, I will say. But we went out into these remote islands. We went to Time and Tide, Sarakomba. They're doing amazing things with wildlife and community development. I mean, untouched beaches, so beautiful. And then we went into the Mantita Lodge, and this is in the rainforest, and that is where you find all the lemurs, which can only be found in Madagascar. So I hope to go back and film soon. Yeah.
This is, I mean, I don't know if are we allowed to not smile on TV? Are we allowed to look like angry and jealous of you the whole
wow,
time?
this sounds all very amazing.
Tell me about this. I don't want to know about this. So with the travel comes, you know, constantly going in and out of airports, and of course the CrowdStrike incident that took down the entire globe recently. Did that affect things for you?
Oh yes, it did. It canceled my first flight on Delta, and they're like, "Well, if you can get to Atlanta," I'm like, "From Michigan?"
Yeah,
and I was like,
"What?"
I was like, "Are you aware how far that is?" Anyway, after 6 painful hours on the phone with Delta, and I loved Ryan and Andrew from Delta, who were very patient, I ended up having to book my own ticket on United and getting myself there. I'm still fighting them to get the money back. So, but I did eventually make it to the Amazon, which was very exciting. So I always give people some travel hacks to make sure that you travel safely and actually get to where you're trying to go. That was so stressful, but why not use a travel advisor? This is literally their job. They have the personal connections and the relationships with everyone. They also have that hard to get resi for you. Very rarely do they actually charge a fee to plan your travel. That's usually coming from the travel provider, unless you're asking for more concierge services. But when something goes wrong, and we're not just talking CrowdStrike, which is still having reverberations, but like also there's hurricanes and things that, I mean, there were storms when I was flying to New York that caused all kinds of a ruckus. So these are people you can call that can fix the problems on the road, be it medical, missed connections, etc. So I'm a big fan. I work with Embark Beyond quite a bit, and they were actually the ones that introduced me to Luggage Free. And Luggage Free is a service that will ship your golf clubs, your luggage, whatever you're taking and trying to get to wherever you're going.
Us too?
Yes, you too. We'll put you with a big bow and an air tag.
Michaela, you're talking about luggage. How do you account for those cases where you lose your luggage?
Oh,
what should someone do? I mean, it's a horrible situation.
I feel like I truly jinxed myself. I was filming a TV segment from LAX right before this 2-month trip, and one of my travel hacks was put air tags in everything, including your checked luggage. In 2 months, my luggage was lost 4 times. And let's talk about the money that the airlines give back to you that I still haven't seen any of anyway. 30 euros is getting you nothing, especially when you're staying at a luxury resort. So what was really annoying, but actually worked, was I took screen grabs of my air tags, because the reports and everything I was filling out with the airlines, that wasn't helping. The second I tagged the airline and put a big circle around my air tag, which was like, hey, this is between Terminal A and B in Dusseldorf, right next to KFC. Why don't you go get the bags and put them on the plane?
With some lunch.
Right, totally.
Give me
You
some
owe me
chicken,
at least
too.
this. But the social media manager was on it, escalated it, and I had my bags at the Six Senses Ibiza in 12 hours. The good excuse is I got to shop local, and Six Senses Ibiza have an amazing gift shop in the hotel. The woman that curated it, we'll call it, has all these local designers from Ibiza, but also from around the world. And she has a section called the Cinderella section.
I wish we
know.
could talk more. We could talk forever.
Just look it online.
We could.
I mean, this is just an indication, guys. To follow along on the worldwide journey, head to onthepeopleYouCanMeet.com. You can also follow Michaela on Instagram.